Hey everyone, it's Lizzie. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time seeing one of my videos. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my August budget using my design here, my monthly budget spreadsheet, and it is available on my Etsy shop, so make sure you check that out if you like the setup. Super simple, but let's just go on into this. So this is for the month of August. I am one that I believe that you should plan your monthly budget before the month begins, because you already have your mind set on where your money is going. So, and you also figure out like, okay, this is how much my projected pay will be. If you have like a standard hourly rate, you will know how much you're going to get paid. But if you work on like commissions and things, you can make it a goal to set a certain amount for your income and then work hard that month to make that possible. So for this, I'm going to be budgeting for our income and then the expenses here for the budget. All right, so up here, I'm just going to go ahead and list my husband's pay and then mine, and what I'm budgeting for. Now, I honestly have been going like low numbers. We also have like side things going on, and I'm not including that in this layout or in this budget. Anything that we make extra, we will just put it towards savings. So for these numbers, I'm just gonna put what has been like the past couple of months typically. So let's say that it is, and these, I don't even know if these are the right numbers, to be honest. So it's that. And then total for this is 48.38. And then for tithe, we always give a 10% of what the income is. So for this, we're just going to say that it's, let's just write down 480 to make it easier. I know it's not exactly 10%. You don't have to state the obvious, I understand, but we usually always give more when we get paid. So again, my income, I get a little bit more, so I always give more. So at the end of the month, I will calculate what the actual one is. So yes, this is not exactly 10% of this. I know that completely. So the next thing is offering, and we give to a ministry $20 a month. So the total for this is $500 for the total giving. And now we're going to go ahead and move on to our expenses. So let's see what we have here. First thing is our mortgage that I'm going to write. And this is $1473.30. Then we have HOA that we have to set aside funds for every month, which is $34. Then our water bill. We receive our utilities, the bill, like a few weeks before it's due. So I'm just going to use this month, so July's numbers for our August budget. So this is $79.56. I'm just going to write down July's numbers again. And then our electric is $124.43. We have a phone payment, $124.17 is our phone payment. And then we also have internet, which is $65.99. I was trying to see if I could switch this to like get a promotion or something. It did not work. Follow my Insta stories, follow me on Instagram, and you will hear all about that. I do talk a lot about ways that you can save and other things. So if you're interested in getting to know me a little bit more, go ahead and check me out over there. I'll leave my name up here for you guys to check out. And then the next thing that we have to budget for is our cars. So I have a car lease, which the payment is $266.50. And then we have this truck payment is actually for turning in our truck lease. We did have 2 leases and we ended this truck lease. It was the end of the lease. We didn't renew it or anything. And when we turned it in, we went over some miles and there was also some dents. So we did owe them for going over the miles and all of that. So this is the last payment that we are going to make, which is $280.41, and then we'll be done with this truck. We will be done. Yes, that makes me so happy. And then the next goal will be to get rid of the car, but that's going to be in a few months. Like, we're not going to be able to do anything with that anytime soon. It will be later, but I'm really excited. This is great news. We can then apply the $280.41 to savings or to something else, which makes me super happy. Okay. The next thing is gas, which will be budgeting for $340 for the month. $240 is for my husband and $100 is for me. And then our Sun Pass, because we've been using it quite a bit, let's budget for $95. And grocery is $300. That never changes for us. Sometimes we set up challenges for ourselves to maybe one week do like a no spend. So we'll just use whatever we have in our pantry, which it makes us be creative with the meals that we have to figure out to use what we already have on hand. So this is what we are usually spending for groceries. And this includes all of the consumable items. That includes your paper products, your pet food if you have a pet, laundry detergent, anything like that. Anything that's consumable is a part of our grocery, and that really makes it interesting for us to like look at ads, figure out what's on sale, and meal plan so that we can be successful in this. So I know you guys are probably looking at me like, what are you talking about? How can that happen? But it is doable. It can be done. You just have to challenge yourself. The next thing that we have is we have these Disney passes. $63.52. I'm just gonna do subscriptions for what is next, and that is, oh dear, what's for? I think it's like $15.98. Can't do math in my head. Let's see, it's $14.99, and then we have iTunes. Yeah, it's $15.98 for our subscriptions. And then we have our car insurance. We just switched car insurances, which saved us about $10. So the new payment is $212.77. And then we have ID theft, which is $12.90. And then we have our life insurance, which we have 2 life insurance policies, $12.70. And let me pull up the other one. $17.78 is the other. So total life insurance is $30.48. And And then we have ADT. I think I forgot to write that. Yes, ADT. Oh no, it's right there. Let me see. Okay, I'm just going through my EveryDollar app. That's what I use to plan out my numbers. And then we have a credit card. We actually have 2 credit cards, so I might have to adjust some numbers. Credit card number 1, the payment is $67. This is the highest balance credit card that we have. It has like $6,000 on it, guys. But things had happened and we couldn't really help because we were not prepared. And then credit card number 2, $25 is what we pay for the minimum on that one. Let me just figure that out here. Okay. So now the next thing that we have to figure out is our sinking funds. And this is something that many people don't know what that is. So we're just going to do sinking funds. And I'm going to leave this blank. And we're actually going to figure this out together so that you guys can see like how you can break things down. So this, let me grab. Actually write this in a separate notebook because I don't want to mess up my planner here. So sinking funds. Let me lighten this just a tad, or darken this just a tad. Okay. So what is sinking funds? I did make a video of like how you can plan this out, but what would my numbers be? Every month changes, so I have to adjust my budget accordingly. So for sinking funds, these are the categories that I am going to be budgeting out for. And then we're going to figure out how much money we need to set aside per paycheck so that I can go ahead and write it into my budget and come up with a total and have it be realistic. So sinking funds, okay, these are what I am going to be budgeting out for. All right, so these are the 6 categories that I am going to be figuring out what my numbers are, okay? So first things first, we need to figure out how much money that we actually have in the sinking funds. Now, I have to be honest, I have not been able to keep up with some of these, okay? So that is our car maintenance, eating out, this spending. Like I have not been putting money in these for weeks. So I am behind, and I know I am. Same thing with Christmas. There was some paychecks that were a little bit less and I wasn't able to put it in Christmas because I had other priorities. So this is just like the game plan of what dollar amount we want for a specific day, or how much money we want to spend a particular month for these categories. So starting with our anniversary, we have to come up with what the date is. So my anniversary is September the 22nd. So that is going to be the due date, right? Due date is going to be 9/22 of this year. Okay? Now I have to come up with what is the number of pays that we have to get us to that date, or before that date, okay? So I'm just going to pull out my planner here, my mini planner, and we're going to figure this out. So currently when I am filming this, it's in July that I'm filming this. So it's this date. So let's figure out how many pays we have to get us to September 22nd. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 pays is what's left. Okay. 13 pays. And now let's figure out what the dollar amount that we're wanting. So what the goal is. And let's figure out, once we come up with a goal, we're going to see how much we have right now to date for that's in our sinking funds envelope. So the goal that I had wanted was to have, I want to say it was $400. That was the end goal. Goal was $400. So now let's see how much we have in our actual anniversary envelope. So in here, if this is correct, I should have $221, and I don't think I took anything out of here. I shouldn't have. So let's see. We have 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 210, 15, 20, 221. Yep. So currently, we have more than half in our sinking funds right now. So we have 221 right now. So let's pull up our calculator. So 400. So we're going to take our goal and we're going to subtract what we have, 221. So $179 is what I have left to meet my goal of having $400 for our anniversary. So we're going to take that number, 179, and we're going to divide it by the 13 pays. Okay? If you are following me, say I got it in the comments section down below. And I hope that this is making sense. So you're going to take 179 and you're going to divide it by the number of pays left to get before up to our due date. So 179 divided by 13, that leaves us with 13.7 and all this. So I'm going to round this number up to $14. Okay? So I'm going to do per pay $14. And now we're going to figure out how much we should set aside for this month, August. How many pays is in August? So right now, for August, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pays. 7 pays in August. So we're going to take 14 times 7. So $98 is how much we are going to be setting aside for anniversary. $98. That's how much I'm going to put aside for anniversary for the month of August. All right, now moving on to car maintenance. Car maintenance, I have no money in my car maintenance envelope. $0. Zero, there's nothing in here. Nothing, because we used the money. We were having serious issues with our car, so we did use what was in there. So now, with the car maintenance, what I have to figure out, and this is going to go under the categories of like when we do our registration, oil changes, tire rotations, all of that is going to be what I'm factoring in for car maintenance. So now, car maintenance, we're going to do the same thing, and we have to figure out how much we estimate will be our car registration renewal, your oil changes, tire rotations, all of that. And I am not a car expert, so I am just going to throw out a number and hope for the best. I probably should have like a log or something for all of the maintenance that I do on my car so I can really get the right number so that I can plan better for next year. So I might do that actually. But we're going to do the same thing. And I know my car registration is going to be up for renewal in March. So we're going to say that the due date is going to be March 1st of 2020. And let's see how many pays. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to figure out how many pays is left to make up to that time. So let me pull up my calendar. And I'm just going to do the yearly view because I think it'll be easier to do the counting. So we are here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So there's 47 pays. And the goal, I am guessing, is $300. I don't know if that's right, but we're going with that number. So now we have to factor in the per pay. So we're going to do $300 and we're going to divide by the number of pays. So 47 pays. That leaves us with 6 point whatever. So we just want to round it up to the nearest dollar, which is 7. So now let's see how many. So based on August, there is 7 paychecks that we're going to receive in the month of August. So going to the month of August, we're receiving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pays. So 7 times 7 is 49, right? So, so that's what we're, oh wait, yes. So per pay should be $7. So 50, I'm just gonna make it simple. 50 is what we're gonna separate for car maintenance for the month of August. So that's the amount that we're setting aside for car maintenance. Now you just figure out that number for each of the categories. Now for eating out, gifts and spending, it may change a little bit because it will change month by month. These categories up here, so like an anniversary or like a big event, you have an actual due date. So here you'll just have to change it up month by month to see how much money you actually want to spend for eating out or other spending. So if you want to get your nails done, your hair done, if you want to buy clothing, things like that, whatever your categories are, you just have to figure it out month by month. So I hope that makes sense for you guys. Now I'm going to go ahead and just total everything, figure out my numbers, and then I will show you in the next clip what my total spending or sinking funds will be for my budget. All right, so now that I came up with my total for the sinking funds, I can add it to my monthly budget, which is $359 is the total for my sinking funds. Now let's go ahead and add up all of the expenses. Let me just do this. All right, so it's 40, 33, 43. So now with the difference, I always will put that towards savings. So the total of this plus the giving is 45, 33, 43. Then when we subtract the income, 48, 38, I'm left with $304.57 still, and that is the money that I am going to go ahead and put towards savings and reach the goal of completing baby step 1. So I'm so excited about that. This is my monthly budget. This is how I am going to be setting it up. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I do my mid-month check-in, because I will be doing that. I find that very helpful, actually. I never used to do that, but I saw other YouTubers laying out their budget and they did the check-in, and it allowed them to see ways that they can like adjust their budget for the upcoming months. So I'm definitely going to keep that in my routine of my budget. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I hope that you guys continue moving forward with all of your financial goals and your successes. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!